Alright, welcome back everybody, welcome back to the moth-hawk project, and today we're gonna be fixing up some parts in the come on. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult here too. There you go. We're gonna fix up the little parts here in the wings, and then we're gonna be well, we're gonna fix this part right here, fix these little lines, and then we can then finally focus on the background. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of things that we need to fix. So not a lot, but yeah, it's gotta be some. Anyway, let's get started on this bad boy. So, one of the main problems that we are now currently having is that we are working with this drawing right here, as you can see, and you see that there are some couple of difficulties that are occurring. For instance, as you can see, this part right here has some transparency issues, so we need to fix that. And this part right here has some problems because it doesn't have this does not have this pattern, so we still need to fix that as well. So that's what we're going to be doing today, at least. So the first thing we need to do is, because I know that this is a thing that can happen, we need to actually say to the layer style, well, no color overlay, because that's important. Otherwise we won't have the original color. So we're going to pick up the color again that we need, and that is right over here. So we're going to pick up that color. Oh, hello Fitz. Let's see. So yeah, we're gonna fix this part up. That's what we're gonna be doing. So I want to have this one right here, and the main issue is that we are dealing with oh boy. Let's see which one it is. It's the lowest one. Yes, it is. Because this one is the thing that we need to fix. Right. So then it is this one right here. Yes. It's the one that causes the colors to come. So the main issue is here that we need to fix the parts where the transparency is there. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to see, and sometimes it's not difficult to see, and well, we need to fix that. Let's see. Of course, we're just doing the casual way of doing it, so we already know that most of it is already here, so no worries there, but just in case, we're just gonna fix it a little bit up. Because there are some parts here that are, need to be fixed. For instance, if I'm taking a good look at this, right here, you can take a look. Look at that, we found a problem. So, for instance, here, maybe you can see it. Right here, there is a little bit of an issue. That is the left part here that needs to be fixed, and that needs to be, casually done. So, oh, thanks, man. Yeah, indeed. 2 subscriptions in one go. Wait a minute, hold on. That's a lot, actually. So, that's a good way to start things. Indeed. A good way to start a good old-fashioned channel. Just talking about drawings and doing the drawings itself. So this one has now fully done its transparency. Yes, it does. So now we're gonna go back to the part that we have, which is this one itself. We're gonna say to this property layer style, we're gonna say the color overlay. We're gonna see if it works. So did it work? Yes, it did. Awesome. It did work properly. Good. Good. Now, we need to fix up this bad boy. So we're gonna go to the wing that we need, which is this bad boy. And we're gonna see what the problem lies within this one. Well, I can see two problems. One is that the amount of texture is some of the quality texture is missing, as you can see. Right over here, there is some issues with the texture. Like this one has good texture, this one has decent one, this one has decent one, but this one is missing and this one is missing. So we need to fix that, and we need to fix the bottom color somewhere. Yes, right over here is one place, and right over here is one place. So we're gonna do that first. So same thing here. We're gonna say, well, layer style. We're gonna close that down like that. Boom, baby. And then we're gonna look for the layer style that we need. So I believe this one is the thing that we need. Yes. And then we're gonna go to the part that we need, which is not that one, this one, right? Yes. So we're gonna remove the filter, remove everything, and then we're gonna just put it all back together in the end. Alright. Now we're gonna pick up the color that we need, which is this one. But as you can see, the color that we had currently selected is not the same as this one. Ah, there is my mistake. So, just in case we are, forgetting that there is a color like that, we're just gonna make a little bubble here that's making sure that we have the color there. And now we're gonna put on the alpha, and we're gonna casually recolor it. Why? Why are we recoloring this bad boy? Because we need to use the same color as the color that is represented in the drawing right here. So therefore, we need to make sure that we have that color then. Otherwise, well, it won't work. So yeah, we're gonna be fixing some old stuff that we have been leaving behind. And you can see already where the mistakes are and where we need to fix stuff. So yeah, there are some mistakes that we need to fix. And the easiest way out is just doing the things that we need to do. And it's not like I can draw over it or, beyond it, because I have the alpha version on. I mean, really. Also, I actually did a walk today again, so that went actually well. My feet were a little bit painful, but not too much of a problem, actually. So let's see. So that we've done that. Yes, we didn't. We do that. And now you can see that there are some transparency issues. You see them? Right here, right there, right there. Well, we're gonna fix them. Why do we want to fix transparency issues? It's because if we change the background, it won't change the it will change the color in the drawing itself. That's the thing that we don't want. That's the thing that is like a thing that, well, we just don't want to have in our drawing. So we fix that by coloring over this bad boy, and then looking at the drawing itself, and hopefully this will work. Of course, sometimes it's a little bit too big, so we need to lower it down, because certain parts of this drawing might not be able to draw. Here, for instance, is a little bit of issue, so we're gonna fix that. As you can see, we're fixing stuff here. And that's important. Because the more stuff we fix, the less of a problem it's going to be in the eye-catching part. And we don't want to have eye-catching effects. No, 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 that's not allowed. Also, since that we changed the color of the whole damn thing, it also will affect the drawing itself, if I'm correct. So that's good. But yeah, we need to fix this whole damn thing. And as you can see, there are some parts that are not colorable, so that means that we made some mistakes early on. Of course, you cannot see that if you're busy with the whole damn thing, because, well, you're too busy. A busy man cannot see a lot of stuff. So I'm just trying to get everything set as it's supposed to be. Fixing all the transparency issues is a thing that we need to do. And you can see that, well, we made a mistake here drawing them. Now we can take a better look at this. And if we're now, putting back on the colors, I'm gonna have these colors. You can see that this does look almost the same as normal. But it looks better now, because if we now go to the group and we say layer style again, and we say, well, we want that color overlay again. Oh wait, this is not the right one. We want to have the color overlay on again on this one. So no. Wing. There you go. We want to have the color overlay on this one. We're gonna do that. Boom. Looks now the same as the other one on the color perspective, which is important. Now we actually need to fix a couple of things. For instance, right here, this part right here doesn't need a fix, I believe, but this part right here needs a fix. So this part needs a fix. Yeah, that one. That one needs definitely a fix. It needs to have some. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna put it off again because we don't need it yet. And now we have the original colors that we have, and now we're gonna look at this. So there is a problem here that is created by the wing itself, and we're gonna fix that. So now we're gonna we're gonna close this down, because this is actually not the part that we need to do. We only need to do these parts. And we actually need to get the other wing then. Yes, the other wing I need to have. We need to have the other wing, so that is no head. This is wing 1. I need wing 3. No, not wing 3. I need wing 2, right? Close the heads. No. Wing 1. No. 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 Yes. Alright, good. We're gonna switch this off. Just let's take a look at it. Alright. So what did go wrong here? Something went definitely wrong. What is it? What went wrong here? Yes, alright. This went wrong. Alright, cool. So first thing first, we need to close down the outer layer. we need which color do we need to first have? That one. That one is the same. Doesn't matter that much. Doesn't matter that much. Right. The tips. The red tips. That's the thing. Knew it. So we're gonna pick them up. Right here. We're gonna look for the other one in the wing 2. Correct, yes. Wing 1. Not that one. This one? No. No. Yes. Alright, layer 33. It is. Make a big giant dot so that we get the color that we have. And now we're gonna be looking forward towards the damn thing that we need. So we're not gonna be redesigning anything here, we're just gonna be adding the colors that we need, and we need to get everything under control. So the main issue is that there is too much green here, definitely. Too much green that we don't want. So the first thing first, we need to get the green off. Yes, the green needs to be dark. It needs to be gone. The green, we're gonna be changing that up a little bit sooner or later, but we need to first focus on getting this thing right. How much? This is good. Is that gonna be working here? Do I need to switch over to the blend tool every single time? Let's see. The main issue is that we need to figure out if this is actually working properly. So, that will work. Although I think I prefer to use this one instead. This tool instead, yes. Because therefore I can, you know, draw any red if I want to. It doesn't help that this one actually has terrible graphics upon it. Well, the texture of these wings are a little bit difficult to draw. Well, they are not difficult to draw, but they are a little bit difficult to see. Alright. I'm just gonna be adding some more color to this. I can do it. Now, since we're done doing that, it should be fine. It's just, you know, casually drawing it. But yeah, we're just refining the color of the, how do you say that? We are refining the color of the drawing. Why? Well, because it actually had a terrible color palette in its wing part, so in this part right here. That needs to be changed up because otherwise it won't work. The whole damn wing will look a little bit terrible. Not great. By fixing that, it should be working fine. Of course, this is a very difficult task. I can assure you that. It's just a really difficult part, but it should be fine. I'm not going to be dealing too much with the problems here, anyway. But yeah, we definitely need to use recoloring on the wings here. We have not been using the correct colors, so therefore, everything looks off, which can cause some major problems later on. And by the way, this is actually one of the most easiest things to fix. It just takes a long time. It's one of those things that you need to worry about later on, because if you would have done this during the wing drawing, it's gonna be delaying you so much work that it's not even funny. So by fixing it later, actually I made faster progress. And that is important. I mean, honestly, time is a thing that you need to be concerned about. The more time you spend on something, the better it gets. So, by, calculating and you making sure that, you spend your time wisely, it actually creates a better effect later on. Just not now. Because now I actually need to fix this. And then afterwards, it was all fixed. So it's quite funny how much time I actually spend on just those wings. Those wings already had like maybe a month of work, and now I'm actually just making them better. Just not for the sake of getting the right colors in and making sure that the wings look nice. Oh hey, Kryak. Nice to see you as well. Ah, yeah. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted by all this work. And it's all work by, hand, so it's all colored by hand anyway. So I need to make sure that I have everything correctly planned. Then use the, I did say the blending tool later on to implement the changes that I did. Or well, make the transition better for the feathers. Of course, that's also gonna take a long time. But yeah, it's just work. It's casual work anyway. Well, not casual. If it was casual, then yeah, I would have not said so. It's more difficult. It's a tactical difficulty that might, later on sting me in the chest, but it should be fine now. Especially knowing that, all these parts of the drawing actually work together really well. I just need to make sure that I have everything under control here. Let's see. This is also the part where things go a little bit more confusing, because a lot of feathers I drew a little bit too small. Oh well, you know, it's not like I can calculate everything, or well, draw everything correctly. And I need to live with that, knowing that, you know, I made some flaws. Did it work now correctly? Yes, it did. Alright. Now I did that part correctly. Now I need to make sure that I have the thing fully done. Oh. Sorry, my head was a little bit spinning there. So now we actually need to make sure that the feathers are, you know, working as intended. So I have I now need to fuse the feathers ending part with the main color of the feather itself. So we have this white, or this very light orange. We need to combine that with red. We need to have like this transition to one part to the other, which then makes everything work. And I'm already 30 minutes in. God dang it. Time goes so fast. But yeah, I was not expecting anything else from it. I actually was expecting it to be very, very difficult and time consuming when it comes to these things. Of course, it's not difficult, it's just difficult for me to calculate like which time it is, or how much time it needs to be done. This part just needs to have some little color. And then later on I need to make sure that I have the green-ish brown needs to be also there then. But as you can see, this is what is going to be happening. So before we had like this green sitting in the way of the red. That's absolutely the opposite thing that I want to create. The effect I want is actually to have this nice little yellow-green feather, or well, not yellow-green, beige feather, and then turn it into a red feather. So that's the idea. So I go from beige to brown to red. The problem was that there was too much green and there was too little yellow, or well, too little beige, and there was too much red. So to fix that, I had to rearrange it, and so therefore, you know, I now can get the right proportion correctly done. It was a fault in the pattern. It was not a fault in the drawing, which is a really good thing, because you know, if it was a fault in the drawing, oh boy, that's gonna be a real pain in the ass to fix. Now it's less. Now it's a mediocre problem. Now I need to switch back to the blend tool. There you go. It's quite amazing how much stuff actually needs to be done to get a decent amount of not a decent feather, but a decent amount of stuff done. Especially on these feathers, they are really nasty because sometimes you cannot see which way the feather works. So you need to you know every single draw you did, like which kind of strokes did I do and where did I do the strokes to, so that you know you have the coloration go from one point to another. Of course, you know it takes a long time, but nah, it's not gonna be difficult. It's just gonna be, you know, just casually doing your stuff from point A to point B, repeat the process, and then, you know, figure out like where did you left the things behind. Because I could also just go straight to the background, but that won't work. If I want to go to the background drawing part, I need to be first making sure that I have the right amount of color, the right amount of color proportion in the wings, so that, you know, I can work with that. I can the rest is not necessary for the background to be there, but I need to make sure that every color is correct and every pattern is correct on the drawing itself. And then I can start with the background itself. I'm thinking about going for more like a fantasy look kind of background, so but I need to speak to Hex about that, because, you know, it's also important upon that he knows what he's gonna get. After all, this is made for him, so well, he paid me to make it, so yeah, he has some saying in it. I know already what his option. I know already that he doesn't mind, but still, this is quite nice to have some clearance. So, is this a problem? Yes, there is a problem here. I believe the problem is this, right? Yes, the problem is this. So we're gonna fix that. As you could see, the drawing had like these big giant brown stuff on top of it. We don't want any of that. We just want red. Of course, these parts don't have, you know, the feathers that I had, like in the midsection. So therefore, you know, I'm only gonna do the pointy parts here, just to get everything done properly. Alright. Now let's see if I now get the blending tool in, that should be working right. Yes, it does. Awesome. So it is now looking way better. Yep. Less brown. Less brown that with less brown I mean, like, you know, more light brown, so more this color than the brownish color that we had before, which was the main issue. So there is one there, there is one there, so this should be then fully downwards. Yes, it is. Alright, so we're just following the strokes, seeing where the points of the end points are for the feathers. So there's a feather there, there is a feather end here, feather end here, one here. Of course, you know, this is actually quite a mistake I made. I should have gone for the same pattern of feathers, texture pattern of feathers than the other part. Otherwise, I would not have been in this mess to begin with. Because it's quite easy fixable. It's just, you know, it takes a long time. The main issue, you know, all about this is actually, you know, fixing the main problem, and that is, you know, fixing the wing. So once that is all done, we can then finally sun in the background, most likely, which is good. Yes. All right. 50 minutes left. That's good. That's good. Then that means that we're actually doing progress without any backfall. Well, not backfall. I mean, it has no drawbacks. So we're drawing without any drawbacks. That means it is actually it's actually quite good. That means that we're actually doing the time-consuming part, not. And that means it is good, because if we were doing time-consuming, so if it would be like, you know, 20 minutes, you think that you're doing 20 minutes, and it is not 20 minutes, but 50 minutes, then you are actually time-consuming, which causes certain types of things to be like, oh wow, I didn't see that happening. Yeah, neither did I. And then you are, you know, you're doing it actually wrong. Well, you're not doing it wrong. You're just, well, you had a lot of time wasted. And of course, you want to work as effectively as possible to reach your goals, so that you know you can draw again. And that sometimes is hard, yes, true. But you know, as long as you believe hard enough, I believe you can. I believe you can reach it probably. All right, now is the question. Since we added some more, since we added more stuff here, did that give us enough push to get the wing part done correctly? This one, yes. This one needs. What does this one need? Well, the main problem is that it has a different texture to it. I believe it's missing some stuff, isn't it? Yes, I am overseeing some stuff. I'm overseeing some of the feathers, I believe, which is good. That means that we can still fix this. So we're going back to the part where we left behind, which is this one right here. One over here is one over here is one. So we're gonna switch to the drawing pencil, fix it, and of course we're gonna fix the coloration issue also, maybe? Yeah, probably. So yeah, these feathers are a little bit difficult drawn. As you can see, they are like they're heavily stacked against us in this drawing. We need to fix that. So now that we've done that, we now need to actually get the blending tool again in to fix a lot of stuff here coming from it. Now the question is, since we've done that like that, does this give us instantly the result that we need for the property layer style overlay? No, right? No, it does not. If I'm correct, it is now. We have the color. We have one color, but we need the second color as well then, right? Yes, we do. So we need this color right here. We need that. And we need to figure out where that is. That is the one that we hide, right? Yes, it's the one that we hide. Of course, this one is actually fully done wrong. Great. Yes, it is. And also we should put that downwards. How are we able to get that thing then there if the whole damn thing doesn't look the same? Well, it's gonna be looking the same, but it's gonna be difficult here. Well, let's see. How many time do we have left? 9 minutes. That's doable. That's doable. We have the color, we have the things. We just need to get this thing up and rolling correctly. So first things first, we need to fix this part over here. Because, oh damn, that looked ugly. We're gonna go for this one. Yes, and then we're gonna go for the let's see, where's the brush? Aha, there you go. So since that we are having big feathers in some parts, we actually need to make sure that we have the we need to make sure that we actually not put everything in there. Otherwise it will look very strange once we add the darker color again back in. So we're just gonna casually, draw it again, the color, and then we're gonna use the blur tool again. It's a shame that the blur tool is not in the shortcut, but doesn't matter that much. And then that should be then be final. Is this the right color though? No, it is not. Actually, we need to have the other color. Why is this color always so damn difficult to draw? Right over there. There's the color. Grab the color. Use the color. Get here. Use the color again. Alright. Yes, absolutely. Awesome. So, technically we need to move this downwards. So it needs to be underneath this. Then we need to make sure that we have that. We need to have that underneath those two. So that we have that. And now, if we add now some color to it, we should be able to get from point A to point B. No, that's too low. That's too low. Now it works, right? So if we add now, you son of a bitch. Alright, so if we now add that, yes, awesome. Looks like we forgot here one. Forgot here one as well. Interesting. That's a problem for another day then, I guess. Yes. Alright, so we have now this, but we need to make sure that we only have like tiny bits, so around here, yes. So the feather parts need to be a little bit less than normal because the other ones were actually way too much. And then we need to now use the blur tool on that, and that should then be fine. Or did that disappear too much? No, it did not. Alright, and that is how we're gonna do it. We still need to be used a little bit more here. And these ones, for instance, we need to have like these big. Yes, and then once that is done, we need then. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. Awesome. It's quite good that we actually have such a thing. 3 minutes left. Oh boy. I don't think I'm gonna make it here, but just casually doing it until the 3 minutes go by. No need to rush anything. We still have a whole week to go anyway. But yeah, we're fixing the damn things that we left behind, and that is the thing that needs it is a thing that takes time. Honestly, if you're working on something and you're like, ah well, look at that, something failed. It means that also, you know, you're doing something good. If something fails, it means that, you know, you're aware of you're aware of the thing that failed. So you're gonna try to make it better. And of course, you know, to make it better, you just casually, you know, apply certain changes, certain changes, and not certain changes, and then it all turns out well in the end. You just need to believe in it. I believe that's the thing. Of course, you know, it does take time to get from one point to one point to another point, but in the end, it's all good. Also, apparently we need to put here as well red. Lovely. Alright. Come on. So we did that. That actually looks way better. Alright. Now if we now change up the color again, now we can see if the change actually works better than before. So we apply the color change that we had beforehand. So now we have the color change, as you can see. And if we apply that as well on the other wing that we had, wing 1, or wing 2 I mean, and say, well, we want the color change on that one, to, not pattern change, gradient change, color change. There you go. Boom. As you can see, now the colors actually the colors work well. So the whole wing does work well. So if we now implement the other group, this one right here, bush, and the other one, which is this wing 3. I need wing 2. No, wing 1. And add the group. Yes. As you can see now, the whole drawing now looks much better than before. The only downside is that we did not implement the changes on this one, so we need to do that as well. So that's the thing that we need to do next time. So we're gonna add this effect on that one as well, and then it should be fine. Then everything will work. Sadly, I have not used the same technique on this one as on this one, or on this one, So I need to make sure that I do the same technique as this one on this one, and then that would be solving a lot of trouble. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope you all liked it, and thanks all for watching. And I'll see you all next time. Until then, I wish you all a lovely day, and bye.